So this is what an e-foil looks like. I don't know how it works because I haven't had the briefing yet. It looks almost like a bodyboard / surfboard kind of, with a massive propeller thing underneath.
Good technical information.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel. We are Hannah and Jonny, also known as Finding Our Adventure. In 2020 we converted our Ford Transit to live in full time. Since then, we've been on an endless adventure with our two cats, Tia and Skye, exploring, living and working in our tiny home. Join us each week for a new episode of Finding Our Adventure.
Good morning everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Finding Our Adventure. We have just arrived in North Wales and we have been invited to come here by Snowdonia 360.
Yeah, we are so excited to be here. We're going to be showing you some of the best things to do in the area, like the best attractions, activities, places to eat, and also some of the best campsites as well. So we're really excited to show you around. We've just arrived at Bodnant Welsh Farm Food Centre. They've got a farm shop, a cafe, a restaurant. They also do like cooking classes. So yeah, we're really excited to start our journey here, and we're going to show you around. So for lunch we are at the Furnace, which is still here at the Bodnant Farm Centre, Food Centre. So we have got our lunch that's just arrived, and I've gone with the Welsh rarebit, which is basically like a glorified cheese, grilled cheese toasty, and I've got some chunky chips, and we've also got milkshakes, and Jonny has got the pie of the day, which is a steak pie, which also comes with chips, peas and gravy. So after a delicious lunch, we have arrived at the campsite we're going to be staying at tonight, which is called Gwynedd. I probably said it completely wrong, so hopefully we'll add it in the description so you can see where we're staying. But yeah, excited to have a nice shower tonight. It looks like it's got all the facilities that we'll need, and we're just going to take a chilled one, maybe let the girls out for a little walk too.
After a long drive today, Tia and Skye are desperate to get outside, and just outside of our van here we have a nice grassy section on our pitch. So we've just put their harnesses on and we're going to take them for a little stroll now, and they're going to absolutely love it because the sun is shining as well.
It feels very peaceful at this campsite. At the moment all we can hear is the birds chirping, and all around us actually it's just all green. Everything's come into bloom now that the weather's getting a little bit warmer, which is really nice. And you can also see some mountains in the distance, so yeah, it feels like we're surrounded by nature. The girls are loving their walk, and it's just nice to take it easy this afternoon. So the girls are now happy after they've stretched their legs and eaten plenty of grass. So we thought we'd give you a quick tour of the campsite that we're staying at. So it's called Gwynedd, and we are staying just over there in one of the hard standing pitches, and each pitch comes with electrical hookup and also a water point straight next to you, so it's really easy to fill up your water. So we've just done that, and just down here we've got another water point, also chemical disposal and toilets and showers. There's also some different types of accommodation here at the campsite. They've also got, they've called them timber tents, or kind of like glamping pods. So they're these little structures behind me which look really nice, and they're kind of within the trees, and there's some really nice bluebells a little bit further down and a few picnic benches, accompanied by a massive mushroom. So this morning we are doing something very exciting and something that we haven't done before. So we're here at Rib Ride this morning to try out e-foiling, which is basically like a board that is it like electronic, I think?
Yeah, it's electric.
So yeah, it's electric, so you basically like press a button, I think, and then it like takes you along. So we're just about to have a briefing, we've got our wetsuits, and we're gonna get changed and get out on the water. So this is what an e-foil looks like. I don't know how it works because I haven't had the briefing yet. It looks almost like a bodyboard / surfboard kind of, with a massive propeller thing underneath.
Good technical information.
Right, so we're suited and booted. We've got our life jackets, wetsuits, boots, and we also have to wear a helmet, which we're about to get.
Okay, and then you can try and keep yourself dry if you want. If you just slide that lanyard on your hand as well. Is that the right hand for you?
Yeah, right hand,
yeah. It's turned off at the moment. Brill. And then if you turn your controller on, and you'll see your battery percentage if it connects. There you go.
Yeah.
And you can use your trigger and just see what she does. You'll need to just bring yourself forward a little bit. That's it, on the board. Keep that nose down, remember.
So I'm just having a break on the boat for a bit. We're taking some pictures of Jonny, but it's been so much fun so far. I've managed to stand up, which I didn't think I would be able to stand up. And now we're just trying to foil, so actually get the board out of the water, which is actually really hard, but it's really cool because you can basically hear it once it comes out. It makes this like really silent noise, which is really, really cool. And we have got the best day for it. It's so nice and warm and really calm as well. So see if we can get some shots of Jonny. So we've just finished e-foiling with Rib Ride, which was so much fun, and Harry and the team definitely made us feel comfortable and looked after whilst we were out on the water. So we had a great time there, and we've now just arrived at Portmeirion, which has got a cafe which we are walking to at the moment because it's a beautiful day for it. So we're going to walk down there and show you the views.
This area is supposed to be a bit of a hidden gem, and we're really grateful for Snowdonia 360 pointing it out to us because it is absolutely spectacular so far. We've got these dramatic cliffs, this really cool road leading down to the beach and to the old mine, I think it is, and it's just the perfect weather for it today. So we're going to keep hiking down here, and apparently the viewpoint is absolutely epic.
So we've just stopped off at the cafe, which is here just by the other car park at the bottom. And we have ordered some panini, so I've got goat's cheese and cranberry, and Jonny went with the tuna. And it is such a beautiful day out here. It feels really warm, it just feels like a summer's day. So we've just walked a couple of steps from the cafe and we've just come to this viewpoint. You can actually walk further to the beach, but this whole area of Portmeirion, it actually used to be an old stone mine. So there's loads of old remnants of the mine itself, and you can learn lots about what they used to do. But yeah, it's just really interesting to see kind of like the scar it's created on the landscape and learn more about what used to happen here.
We have just arrived at Portmeirion and we are actually staying here tonight in their campsite, which is absolutely beautiful. It's really cool here. We've just wandered into the little Portmeirion town itself and looked at all the buildings, and now we're getting some outfits ready and the cameras ready to go take some photos because we're allowed to stay in here after all the day guests leave, and it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really quiet, the light is really beautiful today and the colours of the buildings look amazing. So we're going to head on in now and try to get some really good photos.
So we've just spent the last couple of hours taking lots of pictures of this beautiful place. There's like every corner you turn, there's plenty of photo opportunities. So we've been making the most of that, and now we're just going to have a little explore and show you around on the camera. There's pretty much no one else here now. Everybody's gone home or they've gone to go and have some food. So yeah, we're just going to go and have a little explore. We've made it back to the van and we're going to give you a quick tour of the campsite. So we're staying just here for the night, and the pitch that we're staying on is one of the larger pitches. I think it's £75, but that also includes your entry ticket to Portmeirion. You also get access to the swimming pool at the hotel, and it's got all the facilities you need. So it's got showers, toilets, recycling bins, waste point facilities, and there's also a picnic point. There are other pitches available, so there is a small pitch which starts from £55 and also a medium-sized pitch which is £65. There is also a reception on site which is available till the evening time, and also the toilets and the showers, which I think I've already mentioned. So each pitch comes with electricity and water, so that is a massive bonus as well. We have definitely worked up an appetite, so now it is time to get dinner. So this morning we've moved away from the campsite and we've just come to the main car park to enjoy our last morning here at Portmeirion, and we're also going to show you around a little bit more because we didn't really do that yesterday. We were just very busy taking lots of pictures, so we're going to do that now. So because we stayed in the motorhome park last night, we were allowed free entry again this morning, which is a massive perk. And the sun has just come out now as well, so everything looks really, really pretty. There is ice cream, which I'm sure we might be tempted to get some in a bit, but yeah, we're just going to have a little wander around now. So Portmeirion is basically styled after kind of like the Italian Riviera. It's very romantic, and this map behind me shows how big it is. So there's like the main area here, which is like the village, and then it's got all of this area here, which is like parks and gardens, and there's also like a beach that you can come down and look at, a lighthouse, so there's lots of walks and things, so you've got plenty of things to keep you occupied.
We've come through the main entrance yesterday. We actually came down a different entrance from the motorhome park last night, and it feels totally different. It feels really cool coming through the main entrance because you've got all these archways coming through, all the colours, all the rocks out to the side, and all the beautiful plants and trees and everything. It really does feel very Mediterranean here.
So when you're walking around the village, there's loads of like little boutique shops, there's cafes, there's even restaurants. So yeah, there's loads of little places to explore as well. It's really peaceful here once you step into the village, and there's like these beautiful gardens. You've got a lovely kind of like pond kind of water feature, and you can hear the birds and the flowers. Smells so good. Everything's really green as well. It's just very, very peaceful. Everything is so colourful here. We've just walked down to where the beach is, and at the moment the tide's completely in, so there is no beach, and there's quite a strong current, so you have to time it well. Yesterday evening you could basically see the sand going across the whole of the estuary, so yeah, it changes very quickly, and it's just so nice. Now the sun's out, it feels like you could be outside the UK. This afternoon we've made it to Skye copper mine. Probably said that wrong, but it's an old Victorian mine which is no longer in use, but you're allowed to go and visit inside, so we're going to go and have a look now. Does it fit your head?
Yep.
We're ready for the mine. So this is the entrance of the mine. It looks a bit creepy into the darkness. We're going to go in there. I think it's like a self-guided tour, so we just walk around, and there's like audio and stuff. So shall we go in? Okay, let's go in.
Okay, so we've just made it into the mine, and it is so much colder in here. We did read online that when you get into the mine it's about 6 degrees, and actually having this camera light in my face is making it really challenging to see where I'm going. I've already bashed my head about 3 times. But yeah, we're just making our way down the shaft now.
So we've made it into one of the deepest parts of the copper mine, and because it's been abandoned for so long, the caves have created like stalagmites and stalactites, so it looks really pretty, and some of the deeper tunnels are completely flooded now.
And there's 270 metres.
Oh yeah, and there's 270 metres of rock above us right now, so yeah, that's quite hard to comprehend how much rock is above us.
You're having a great time, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a little bit claustrophobic. I feel like someone's going to come around the corner and go, boom.
We are currently working our way up 186 steps up to another level. It's pretty steep and pretty slippy, so we're taking it easy, but it looks really cool, and it's just like pitch black looking down below us again. So we've just got to the one bit on this long staircase, and we can see down to a cavern down below us, and it's just completely filled with water, and it's like dripping, and you can see how crystal clear the water is, but it's just rippling every now and then, and we're going to keep going higher now. So we've just come across these drill holes, and apparently they would have taken 2 hours to drill each one of these holes, and they're everywhere. And then they said they would have packed them full of black powder and put a fuse in there and then blown them up to create this big tunnel.
We've just made it to the end of the copper mine tunnel, and you can feel the heat as you walk out. It's so cool inside. And there's just the audio just telling us about how the miners would have been absolutely soaked in their clothes. And I didn't even think like what their conditions were like, but it must have been absolutely hard work.
As Hannah said, it's really nice and warm today, and the heat as we've just got out of the mine is crazy, and it's just crazy seeing the conditions that they would have had to work on, especially by candlelight. I can't imagine being down there candlelight. We had like obviously electric lighting going all the way through the mine, and also our camera light as well, which made a big difference, but I can't imagine being down there in the pitch black. It'd be pretty freaky. But yeah, we're back on the surface level now, and I think we're going to jump in the van and head to our campsite for the night.
So the weather has just changed, and the wind has picked up, the sun is hiding, and there's a little bit of a drizzle at the moment, but we've just arrived at Nantcole Waterfall campsite, which is where we're staying for the night, and we've decided to go for a little wander to go and see the waterfalls that are here. I think there's a couple, so we just thought before the weather gets any worse, we'll go and try and find these waterfalls.
We've just made it to the second waterfall, and it's a lot more sheltered down here because I like the cliff edges and the rocks and stuff, which is really nice. So I think we're just going to chill out here for a little bit and take some photos, and then we'll be heading back to the van.
Careful.
Bye!
So we escaped the campsite for dinner, and tonight we are at the Victoria Inn, and it's literally like a 5-minute drive from the campsite, and it's part of Robertson's Brewery, which is like a family-owned business where they own lots of pubs in northwest Wales. So the food looks really good and the chips are really crunchy, so we are going to tuck in now because this is the first time we've eaten since breakfast, so we are very hungry. Good morning everybody, we have woken up to a lovely morning here on the campsite, and where we are parked right now, it is probably one of the best places we've parked the van. We are right next to the river this morning, so we've woken up to lovely nature sounds, and it's been very relaxing having breakfast with that beautiful view. So this morning we're going to give you a quick tour of the campsite and show you what facilities there are here. So there are lots of different pitch options here, so you've got hard standing and there is electrical hookup. There is also grass pitches, so we're parked up right next to the river on the grass. And if you want to try something a little different, they have got some glamping pods just behind me. which back right onto the forest. And one of the main things about how great this campsite is the location. And yesterday we walked to the waterfalls, but there's loads of walks around here. You can see lots of sheep and it just feels very wild. And there's also the option, if you only just want to come and visit the waterfalls, you can come and visit as a day guest. So you can come and park here at the campsite during the day and go and see the waterfalls. So the facilities on the campsite are mostly in this area. So you've got showers, toilets, you've also got laundry, dishwashing area, basically everything you would expect on a campsite. The showers are operated by purchasing a ticket which costs 50p and it lasts 5 minutes for hot water.
Acting like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom, always in bloom for you.
We've had an amazing day at Blackrock Sands and we've just realised that all the footage we recorded today, for some reason the microphone didn't work. So we arrived, we drove onto the beach, there was hardly anybody here. We took the cats out for a walk, we did lots of photos, and we just had a really nice day. It was nice and blue, there was nice blue sky earlier, and we've had really warm sunny weather. The tide was all the way out, so we had to drive the van right across the sand, which was really good fun. It's actually our 3rd time here to Blackrock Sands and we just love it here. It's really good fun. And we've actually just checked into the campsite that's behind the beach. We've been here before as well. It's a really good place to stay. It's a pretty decent price and it's also very quiet this time of year as well. So we've just had a really good fun day. And that is actually the end of our time here in North Wales. We've had such a fun time exploring with Snowdonia 360. We're going to link all the activities we've done over the past week in the description below. So if you want to do any yourself, you can check them out.
Yeah, and we will leave you here for the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do for future videos. Give us a like and let us know in the comments what your favourite bit was, and we will see you in the next one.
See ya.